Alright, Manchester United fan, let's talk about one thing. Every Ten Hag needs a backup. Every Ten Hag needs support from the owner, from the board, because he is doing absolutely fantastic job and he's providing really fantastic result, but he doesn't have a backup. He don't have any support from the Glazers. So when you look at the other team, Leeds United are trying to sign really quality players. Newcastle are adding quality player in the young squad. Liverpool signed Cody Gakpo in January, and the other Chelsea are spending hundreds of millions of pounds, and Manchester United only signed Weghorst on loans by spending just 2.8 million euros. So this is not good. So this is coming from the David Austin. Okay, this is coming from David Austin. He said that Manchester United remained unlikely to make any further additions this month beyond signing Wolf Weghorst on loan, which means there is no new player coming in when we desperately need a new midfielder. Think about it. Okay, everything have now injured. We don't even know yet when he will come back, how long he will rest. We don't know yet. And Donny van de Beek will makes Manchester United matches the rest of the season. Scott McTominay is not good enough to play for to play for Manchester United under Erik Ten Hag. And Fred is not a starter. Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Fred, Scott McTominay, these are our only choice. And Fred and Scott McTominay are not started and not good enough either. So we only have Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro, and we are now playing in a 4 different competition. We have to make sure everything to finish top 4 at the end of the season in the Premier League. We need to beat Barcelona, which could be very difficult because they are now leading the La Liga table by 5 point clears of Real Madrid, which means we are not good enough to face Barcelona, but I think we could beat it. That is the other thing. And now we are on a 1 step away to the final of Carabao Cup, and now we are next round. We reached next round in the FA Cup. So we are now playing 4 different competition, which a lot of Premier League manager couldn't do. So and Erik Ten Hag is doing absolutely everything he can, but he doesn't have a backup. He don't have any support. How he can keep this up? I was really amazed by Erik Ten Hag quality, because if any other manager instead of Erik Ten Hag, I don't think they are gonna they can reach or they can show this kind of performance. We need backup. We can sign. There are a lot of quality midfielder who can sign on a loan. Okay, so think about it. Ryan Gravenberch from the Bayern Munich, he just have only 177 minutes in the Bayern Munich since he joined from Ajax, which means we could sign him, okay, on loan. All right, and we have another player. We have so many players we could sign on for example, Yuri Telemans. Even if we sign Telemans permanently, it will cost the maximum amount is 20 million. That's it, because he will be expired in the summer, which means we can sign really cut price. We can sign by the cap price, or just 20 millions. But they're not gonna let Telemans go on loan, because he is he will be, his contract will expire in the summer. So I mean there are a lot of people. There are a lot of teams that are signing a lot of quality players. Arsenal is now leading 5 point clear of Manchester City, but they are now trying to sign Kaiseru for 70 million pounds. They spent millions of money on the Leandro Trossard, and Chelsea are doing shit now. Even though they are doing shit, their owner is providing so many players, signing so many players. They spend hundreds of millions of euros. Right, Liverpool, signed, Cody Gakpo, and Leeds United, Tottenham Hotspur. There is so many. Even Nottingham Forest are trying to sign, a lot of players, and we couldn't do a thing. Think about it. I'm not sure that Erik Ten Hag could keep every dreams fans alive, because we the fans are dreaming. Our dream is to reach top 4 at the end of the season and to win Carabao Cup. That is our dream, right? But I'm worried about that. Okay, we could win Carabao Cup, but we could miss out the top 4 because Tottenham Hotspur and Brighton or Fulham, they are pushing the pressure. Even though we make so many points gap, they become closer. So we need to we need to keep an eye on the table to finish top 4 at the end of the season. But I'm really afraid and I'm worried about that. Erik Ten Hag couldn't do a thing because he don't have a net choice. So as a player in midfield is very important in the style of play of Erik Ten Hag. Erik Ten Hag is a very focusing on the midfield. That's why he signed Casemiro and Eriksen. Then they worked out. Now they need a backup, but the team is not providing any service, or the team but the board and the owner are not providing any support. So I'm really worried about Erik Ten Hag. I'm really worried about our dreams, which is to win Carabao Cup and to finish top 4 at the end of the season. Let's say even if we could win it, Carabao Cup, I'm worried about to finish top 4 at the end of the season because we don't have enough player in midfield. So I think this is not good from the Glazers. Even though we are praying that Glazers could leave as soon as possible, I don't think they will. It is difficult to sell the whole club to the other to the other businessmen, because our team's value is now close to 4 billion, and Sergeant Ratcliffe he is ready to pay the 4 billion, but Glazer demands 6 billion, which is ridiculous, right? That's why I don't think it will be easy to sell a whole club. There is no one, or I don't see any people or person or organization or company to buy Manchester for 6 billions. There are a lot of people who are going to pay for 4 billion but not 6 billion. If 6 billion is what they are demand, I don't think there is a person or organization are willing to pay that amount of money, because it is a ridiculous amount of money, right? So that's why I think I'm really worried for Erik Ten Hag, but I believe in Erik Ten Hag. Okay, so let us see what happen in the future, because Erik Ten Hag is doing absolutely all he can, and he is showing what he can do, and we believe in him. But the problem is the Glazers are trying to destroy every dream we are dreaming right now. So I hope Erik Ten Hag could pass this tax. Okay.